What's going on, YouTubers? I got an update for you for the weekly portfolio. It's not Friday morning like normal when I get this video going. It is Monday. I've been hanging out with Tony Robbins and staff for 4 intense days. It was pretty amazing. I won't get into that though because we're here to take a look at the portfolio. Right now we have 20 tickers in our portfolio. Last week we had 18. Currently we have 20. There are 21 available for people to invest in. I dropped one. We'll get into that. I'm thinking 25 is going to be my limit. I was doing some digging around. Roundhill can potentially have 30 total weekly distribution ETFs on the market. They're growing fast. I'm not going to try to manage 45 different tickers. So the next 5 that come out are going to go into the portfolio, and we're going to stop at 25. And then we should be good. So, right now, for week 11, we hit a milestone. We're over 10 grand. Last week, we were over 5 grand. This week, because ULTY decided it wanted to become a weekly. ULTY was a monthly distributor for dividends. It turned into a weekly, so we slid it over to the weekly, and it increased the numbers and decreased the numbers on the other side. Kind of disappointed in that. ULTY has been struggling as far as its actual value, so I'm glad I stopped adding money to that one. But either way, let's get into some details. QQQY. QQQY came in at, what was it, 56% distribution last week, giving us $6.20. Next one up, QDTE. This one came in at 34% distribution, giving us $1.87 last week. Next one up, QDTY. This one came in at 28% distribution, giving us 49 cents. Almost a half dollar. WTE. WTE came in at 48% distribution, giving us another $5 and a penny. Next one up. XDTE. This one came in at 27% distribution, adding $1.71 to the pot. SDTE. SDTE came in at 24% distribution, giving us a couple, almost 2 quarters. IWMY. IWMY, 53% distribution. They did pretty darn good last week. Outstanding. Giving us $6.58. RDTE. This one came in at 43% distribution, giving us $4.41. YBTC. Bitcoin's been up and down, mostly down. This one came in at 41% distribution, adding another $2.50 some cents to the pot. YieldMax. YieldMax came in at 37% distribution, $2.40 added. YieldMag came in at 49% distribution, $3.34 added. What else? What we got? Let's effing go. My favorite one to talk about, just because it's nice. I like cussing. This one came in at 58% distribution. Outstanding. Giving us $3.75. GPTY. GPTY came in at 36% distribution, giving us $1.41. Next one up, the Roundhills. Yahoo Finance is not picking up the data. So last week results are not in the Yahoo Finance portfolio. I can tell you, NVW came in at 36% distribution, giving us 53 cents. TSW came in at 32% distribution, giving us 43 cents. AAPW came in at 22% distribution. This was our lowest performer out of everybody, giving us 20 cents. COIW came in at 46% distribution. This one gave us 35 cents. PLTW, this one came in at 31% distribution, giving us 36 cents. And WEEK, this one, I added it thinking it would be a great ad. This is the one I did get rid of. I closed out. It's T-bills. I wasn't thinking T-bill and chill. That's what you do. Well, I don't. That's what people do when it's a questionable market. I have no question. I know it's a market reset. It could get worse. Tariff wars are pissing all the corporate greed out. So it's a ride. You got to enjoy it. If you didn't vote for our president, oh effing well, suck it the F up. So week, it brought in 3% distribution. T-bills, it gave us 7 cents. And our biggest producer for the portfolio, because we have invested a lot of money in this one when it was in the more monthly portfolio, it did not pick up last week's distribution, I think because of the shift. This one gave us, it came in at 83% distribution, our top performer for the entire portfolio for last week. And it gave us $52.07. Somewhere my math went wrong. I'm not sure where, but if you take a look at the results, it was $84.42 total. Sorry about that. I told you guys last week's video, way too many tickers, so the going live with the calculator, I messed it up. But like I said, week 3, week 11, it is Monday. Great day to be alive. We have a total $11,200 invested in the weekly portfolio. We came out clearing $84.43. Normally, we buy the top performer when we reinvest and snowball the money into it, but we will not be adding any more money to WLTY, period. With the calculations, having a $100,000 portfolio, dividing it equally through all the tickers, when we eventually get that far, ULTY has gone over our planned budget. So, hopefully when ULTY gets back up to what it's could be worth, I will sell off some of that and buy other stocks within this portfolio. But the overall performance of the portfolio came in at 38% distribution. Pretty freaking outstanding. We bought RDTY. We bought that one this morning. Only bought one. No big deal. We added it to the portfolio. This one is the Russell 2000 for YieldMax. So next week, or this week, I should say, we can compare all 3 companies, and it's going to be fun to talk some smack about each one of them. So taking a look at the big picture, the data we've been collecting for the Nasdaq 100, Defiance came up on top compared to Roundhill and YieldMax. They did the best, coming in at 56% distribution. The other two are way far behind. Defiance killed it again with the S&P 500 compared to Roundhill and YieldMax. They came in at 48% distribution. The other two were only in the 20s. And like I said, RDTY, that'll come in here for the Russell 2000, and we'll be able to compare it with Defiance and Roundhill. But currently, Defiance took all 3 categories. They came in at 53% distribution for the Russell 2000 ticker, and Roundhill was 10% behind them. So the other 2 companies definitely have their work cut out for them, because Defiance has been owning them. I think that's all I got. I think I covered everything. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you Friday.